UFC amateur strawweight champion Hannah Silva in the red gloves. MMA Gold's Kelly Mckay in the blue. This strawweight championship bout is brought to you by Performance Bountiful, treating the needs of each customer with paramount concern. Choose service, choose Performance Bountiful.
Hannah all smiles, Kelly all business.
Kelly's first fight since November of 2021, which she won in the first round. Active early is Mckay chasing the back here.
Nice toss right there. Good
Nice
sweep. You can tell this is a pretty even match so far. Both girls being purple belts.
Great top pressure from Mckay here early, Caitlin. What are you seeing in terms of the wrestling from Mckay so far?
I mean, she has beautiful wrestling. She has a couple great takedowns right then. Well-timed, well-placed, great technique. Ooh, she threw some knees to the body right there. I love to see that.
You don't see that too much in the amateur ranks, do you?
No, not at all. Not a lot of knees thrown to the body at all in ground and pound, really.
Yeah.
Another one landed there. One to follow up for Mckay.
Heavy pressure from Mckay, a la her teammate Roberto Vela earlier tonight.
That looked like a knee to the spine. She's got to be careful with those ones.
Yeah.
It's also interesting to see the difference in schedule as of recent. Hannah Silva seemingly very active, third fight in 6 months. As for Kelly Mckay, not so much the case. But showing her worth in her grappling here early, just a little bit over halfway through round number 1. Big shots landed by Mckay in that process. Silva chaining up.
Nice
or Mckay, I apologize, I got him mixed up.
Nice trip takedown by Mckay.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time telling these two ladies apart.
Yeah, they're very similar in size,
similar.
stature, build, yeah.
They're dressed similar.
Hannah trying to utilize that cage. And Caitlin, we saw that earlier with Zach as well. Mckay raining down shots from the top as well. Couple of clean ones there. And that slew of punches for Mckay.
Great pressure and great ground and pound from Mckay.
Mckay still going to work here.
Working all the way up until that buzzer. There we go.
A busy first round for the 22-year-old out of MMA Gold. Hannah Silva in a little bit more trouble than what we've seen in the past, Jason.
Yeah, she is. Mckay brought it to her in that first round. She came in here. I gave Mckay that first round a 10-9 for Mckay. She was dominant. She got that top position. She controlled. She was throwing down vicious strikes at the end of that round. Phenomenal performance by Mckay in the challenger tonight.
I do want to confirm, Silva 9, not 0 there. We see it in the total, a 10-9 for Kelly Mckay on the unofficial scorecard. Not that 0 there. No worries from the production team. Hannah looks a little tired there, Caitlin.
Yeah, I mean, she just got a lot of shots in the head. So, I mean, that can't be easy to take, and also, like, that kind of wears on your confidence as well. So hopefully we can see her turn around, put that round behind her, and come out stronger this round.
First, second round for Kelly Mckay since September 14th of 2019. As for Hannah Silva, been a while as well, October 15th of 2022.
Mckay looks determined right here.
She looks very determined.
Trying to get the striking going.
Caught the kick, took her down. Beautiful timed kick catch. Mean heavy pressure on top, mean ground and pound.
Mckay with the
She's
very
taking the
just
back.
dominant.
She doesn't have hooks in though.
Despite her,
There we go. She's got one hook in. Looking for the other.
despite her credentialed grappling background, Kelly Mckay never winning, or I apologize, actually, one fight by submission. Just 1 out of her 5 fights throughout her amateur career.
Caitlin, what does Silva need to do to mitigate this onslaught from Mckay right now?
I mean, not let her get her hooks in, which she was doing good at for a little bit. Now she just needs to get one leg in the middle, turn into her, kind of probably give up mount position, which isn't as bad as this position here.
And she's taking some heavy shots too.
Yeah.
A tough angle to call the actual fight itself. But Mckay doing a good job.
Mckay doesn't want to get too high here because then Silva can just shake her off the top, but she does have that body triangle locked up.
She's landing some vicious ground and pound
Just
too.
went back to hooks.
Silva trying to use the cage there to get out.
But she is a little high. I'd like to see her reset a little bit, push back on the hips, but it's kind of hard when Silva has such high hips.
As mentioned earlier, this fight slated for 5 3-minute rounds as it is an amateur championship fight. Mckay making the transition, it looks like, to mount from this angle. Silva been in a world of trouble seemingly the entire 6 minutes of this fight so far.
Yeah, so far Mckay is just total domination, landing big shots.
Final 10 seconds here of round number 2.
Mean ground and pound right here by Mckay.
Can Silva hold on for another round? Mckay trying to get something going here.
Oh, big shots.
And that will do it. Headed into round number 3. It's got to be a little frustrating as well, Caitlin, you would have to think, for Hannah Silva.
Oh yeah, that's not a fun position to be in, and I'm sure she's not used to being tested like this on the ground. It seems to see that she has no answer for Mckay's pressure that's being put on her. So that's got to be really frustrating experiencing that in the cage.
So on this round, it was all Mckay. This is the classic definition of a 10-8 round. Total domination from Mckay the whole round. Vicious ground to pound. You know, Tyler probably could have stopped that fight towards the end of that second round. Yeah, total domination right now by Mckay. Phenomenal performance. I'd like to see Silva maybe try to keep this fight standing a little bit. Seems like there's levels to this game, right? And Mckay's she's just a level above right now on the ground.
But really, it's been the wrestling of Mckay. I mean, Hannah hasn't been able to show off any of that striking,
nothing.
right?
Yeah, nothing.
Third round of a possible 5.
If you go back to that first round right in the beginning, Silva came out landing some shots, and Mckay rushed in and ended up getting her to the ground. I'd like to maybe see a little bit more of that from Silva, be a little bit more aggressive with the strikes, and maybe move her feet a little bit to try to avoid the takedown, which she's moving her feet.
Marching down is Mckay once again. Hannah throwing a little bit more. Mckay straight back in for that takedown attempt. Couple knees thrown in the process. Back to that back take that we saw in round number 1. Silva doing a good job keeping her in front.
You can see the frustration on Silva's face on that too.
Another takedown. Mckay has been home here, but it looks like Hannah might have
searching for an arm.
An arm bar, yeah. We'll see if she can pull it off.
2 wins for Hannah Silva by submission. Her last 2 fights actually specifically.
You can't really tell from our angle if she's got that or not.
1 minute into round number 3, which has been a better round so far for the fighter out of St. George MMA.
Looks like she's defending the armbar pretty well.
Again, Mckay, a gold medal at American Nationals this past year, along with many, many other high-level jiu-jitsu competition medals.
She's peeling the legs off, getting the arm free. Looks like Silva might be searching for a Kimura.
It's tough to say from here, right? Hard to see the angle, but also, Caitlin, it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot there.
No, this is just kind of a weird position that they ended up in. I don't know if it's really that technical.
You could see Silva nod into her corner, so she's listening to the instructions from her corner. And Mckay is looking at her corner,
doing the exact
same thing. As Dwayne Ludwig would say, monkey see, monkey do.
Inverted on the bottom right now is Silva. Mckay staying on top throughout this round so far as there's 40 seconds left in it.
Yeah, she doesn't really have anything right here. It's more just controlling the position. She probably doesn't have the angle to actually get the Kimura. But it is controlling, so I guess we can give her that.
Yeah, she's controlling. She had the armbar submission attempt in there. This is a super tough fight. This super tough round to judge.
I'm excited to see what you're going to put.
Jason's unofficial scorecard coming in just a couple of seconds. This fight is brought to you by Performance Bountiful, treating the needs of each customer with paramount concern. Choose service, choose Performance Bountiful.
So this round I thought was a little more competitive. Silva came out, she was active, she was throwing punches. She got that armbar attempt up there. You'll see my scorecard. I leaned a little bit towards Silva in that round. Not much action, but she did have the submission attempt. She had that Kimura locked in. Was she threatening with it? I don't know. But Mckay wasn't able to do anything. She didn't land any shots. So I'm going to give a slight edge to Silva in this third round. What do you think, Caitlin?
I don't know. I'm going to have to give it to Mckay. I think she had the takedowns. Silva controlled a little bit, but Mckay was still on top. So it kind of just depends on how you want to look at that.
It's so tough. It's such a I'm glad I don't have to
It's a draw. It's a draw this round.
Tough round to judge, no doubt about it. Headed into round number 4. Caitlin, when you look at these two fighters, which one do you see as a little bit more fresh?
Oh, by far Mckay is way more fresh. She's more determined. You can tell the demeanor on Silva is slowly dwindling away. Oh, that was a mean right hand. Mckay just landed.
Mckay is super, big right hands.
Mckay putting on the pressure, multiple wins by knockout.
And Silva firing back, but she's hurt.
Nasty punches right there by Mckay.
Oh, Mckay is vicious, striking by Mckay.
I almost don't want her to take it down. I want her to keep striking like that. That was awesome.
Woke this crowd up, no doubt about it, early in round number 4. Kelly Mckay, but also Hannah Silva returning some, as you said, Jason.
Great takedown right there.
You know, we didn't get to see any of this striking from Mckay, and she just unleashed another arsenal. Man, that impressive performance so far by Mckay.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well-rounded.
Dominant performance, yeah, very well-rounded.
3 of her 5 wins coming by first round KO for Kelly Mckay. Again, more of the same of what we've seen. Working, but not a lot of advancement, more so control more than anything.
Hannah Silva showing the heart of the champion. She's not throwing in the towel at all. Shout out to Performance Forward Bountiful, my company that I have a big association with because I work for them. So if you're looking for a truck, new or used, or if you're a business partner.
Mckay landing a little bit more.
Yeah, I'd like to see Tyler stand him up at this point. Not much action. Mckay is at least trying to advance her position.
Ooh, Mckay's bleeding pretty heavily out of her nose.
Going to work once again from this position with 45 seconds remaining in the round. Down goes the champion, KO Kelly, another one for the MMA Gold Strawweight. She's the new Fierce FC Amateur Strawweight Champion.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching Fierce Fighting Championship on YouTube. For more daily content, make sure to click that subscribe button as well as the bell so you don't miss any of our daily fights, podcast clips, highlights, as well as our full weekly podcast. If you want to tune into one of our live shows, go ahead and head over to fiercefightingchampionship.com.